We're back. It's time. Hello. It's just me right now. The boys are busy doing other stuff. So we're at a side quest tonight. Maybe if they get on later, they will. We can continue the main story. But we'll just we'll do some side quest stuff, and we'll gather some materials and move on. So let's see what we got. We haven't unlocked the fallow mire yet. Let's do this a different way. Let's see. We can go to this Templar fight. We'll clear out some more Templars over here. There's this dwarven brother here. Let's do this Templars to the west here. See if we can eventually go unlock horses. So here we go.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
Come on. We're not gonna solve this by sticking around here.
Bull just fucking got him. Well, don't just stand in the fire, idiot. Kind of looks like a pretty decent party. We've got a lot of detonations going on. Hello, Sammy. We're side questing today. Because the boys aren't here. So we're just doing some leveling. And finding some secrets. We got everything here. I like this party. We've got a lot of detonations going on. We've got primers. I think I'm priming things for, Vivienne is priming things with ice, and then I'm hitting them with fire, and then Bull is hitting them with big physical damage. And so we're doing good here. Unfortunately, Vivienne is awful, and we probably won't keep her in the party for very long. But for now, this is pretty good. She's kind of a, what's the, stereotype of the pro-slavery slave, the guy that was like the master of the house, that was super involved in keeping other slaves in line, but was also still a slave. She's kind of like that. A bit of a modern take on it, because like they're not actually, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson and Django, that guy, the uncle, whatever his name. Because mages aren't like actually slaves, but they are definitely second-class citizens. They're very, very restricted, and she is all for that. No, thank you. Ow! No, I'm not supposed to be hit. I'm the wizard. So for those that haven't been in stream, including Sammy, who may not know what's going on, we have been in the middle of the instigation of a war between Templars and mages. Mages do legitimately have a a risk to them. They pull their magic from demons and spirits, and they run the risk of possession if they're not careful. And Templars are there as kind of bodyguards to make sure, like enforcers, to make sure that they're not doing the more dangerous magics. But there has historically been a lot of abuse from Templars. And mages tend to not love being in the living conditions that they're in. And a lot of times Templars will just like fly off the handle and kill people that are suspicious. Yeah. I am a Kunari mage. I'm from a different part of the world. And don't really belong to a country, so I'm kind of a free mage, or an apostate. But now, because the Templar Order is kind of in shambles, technically every mage is an apostate. Kind of. So right now we're in this zone called the hinterlands, and we're just trying to calm the conflict between mages and Templars. We're trying to gain enough political power to progress the story by choosing either mages or Templars to help us out. What's your coat of arms? My armor is a Chakratar, which is a Kunari officer's armor, and my staff is the Staff of the Dragon. They're both DLC stuff.
The Templars have secured a position ahead.
Oh, a free magus, the coat of arms, Mason's joke. Okay, okay, I got it. I understand. There we go. We're so close to leveling up. They did a really cool thing with the DLC weapons, since we're on that topic, is that you get a low-leveled version of them. And they're like, when you acquire them, they're scaled to your level. But there's also a pretty robust crafting system, and you also get the recipes for all that stuff. And so we can keep this armor up to the end game if we want to, but it's not immediately outclassed by stuff you pick up, and it's not totally broken to have it available in the early game. Which I think is a cool way to handle DLC stuff. And
we still must deal with the rebel mages, however. You are
the
not from Orlais originally, Vivian.
crafting is cool.
Neither are you, clearly. I ask because of your actions. I would have thought, once you joined the court,
That which makes you different can be a burden or a source of strength, my dear. Which is up to you.
I wish someone had told me that when I was younger.
Oh, look at all those Templar bits. Okay, we've got some new equipment for people, so I'm going to see what we got. Nothing for her yet. We got a new staff. Yeah, we can equip that. That's better. We want to keep her ice flavored. He still doesn't have a better sword. Let's get armor. Nope. 2. particularly, I know that she's got a good hammer or sword now. Yeah. We're losing 1% attack, but gaining a ton of damage and armor piercing and stuff. There we go. Let's go talk to Dennett. Oh no, do we have the bug? Don't stop until you take it back to the Western Fortress. They will never stop. You'll wake up screaming and find notes written by your own sleeping hand. Take it back, or I will draw allies to do it for me. That's spooky ooky. It's probably fine though. Not worried about it. I'm sure it'll be grand. Keep your eyes out for bears. If you guys see bears, yell at me in chat. I know there's a camp over here. I'm going to go grab it real quick, and then I'm going to go talk to Dennett. Sorry. Yeah, right there. Right there. Oh, that's fair.
A decent
Okay.
enough place to camp, I suppose.
There's more people in chat. I can see you. You don't have to speak up, but... Okay, we're gonna grab... Yeah, these two look good. What kind of photos you organizing? Or is it a secret?
This must be the Horsemaster.
Is Varric already able to do this? Nope. Alright.
Must be something here. Let's look around.
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Bring order back. High time someone did. Never thought it'd be one of you big brutes, though. Name's Dennett. I served our Leman for 30 years as Horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? I've got no quarrel with the Canary. No idea how you ride without your feet dragging on the ground. But that's between you and the mount. My wife Elena manages the farms, and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden Forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Yay, I have a horse. Of course.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
I'll speak with you later.
Not right now. Ooh. Locally running is especially good, so you're not, you know, giving AI faces to steal.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
Yes, of course you hate AI, because you're a sane, normal person that hates theft and the death of, like, passion.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
Uses the storage you choose, like externals or your PC. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's great.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Oh yeah, there's a little hidden something over here. But I know where it is.
Good to see you, Inquisition.
Yeah, if you've got more than like the 10 gigabytes that you need, that you get free with Windows, having a local backup seems great.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Oh, I forgot to ding. Yes. We're going to grab static charge for sure. Google Drive doesn't lower the quality of stuff on its own unless you tell it to, right? I've never heard of that. Not to say that Google Drive is doing all the things you want it to. It'll just use... It'll do a single JPEG that's 10 gigs if you've got one. Google Photos does. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh crap, I do need to show everybody something. Speaking of art things, my camp that I've just gotten back from always does a Christmas in July celebration. And we do a gift exchange. And you randomly draw your person. But the person that drew my name knows that I do live streams and specifically requested that I showed off their gift on stream. So I'm going to be right back. Here I am. Let's see, do I have a scene that I can just like this? There we go. You guys see that? Okay. The person that got me for Christmas is a welder. So he welded me a Diglett, and he welded me a Jigglypuff. Here, I'll put it there, you can see. So yeah. Aren't these delightful? I love them. He also gave them to me in a pickle barrel. It was like a big 15-gallon bucket, and that's normally used for pickles, hence the name pickle barrel. But the bucket was filled with spent .22 rifle shells. And he had buried them in the spent shells. And I am glad he informed me of this. Apparently, it's like $500 worth of brass in there. So that's also pretty cool. I don't know how truthful that is. But even if it's like a fifth of that, that's way more than the $20 gift limit. I just need to do some work to find a buyer.
The farmer lady was right. Those wolves aren't normal.
The breach may have driven them mad. Or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
I like about you, Chuckles. Your boundless optimism.
It's comforting that whatever qualities I lack, you'll invent for me, Varric.
No, really. Why else would an elven apostate help crazy chantry folk close a hole in the sky?
When you put it like that, I must concede your point.
I do love the banter in this game, but I'm out of inventory. So I'm going to equip some things so that I have more inventory. Let's put a spirit resistance belt on Solus and a fire resistance belt on Iron Bull. And then we'll take that. And here in a minute, we'll fast travel to a store. I love that Varric calls Solus Chuckles. It's like you immediately know who he's talking about. It's a very funny interaction. Let's see. There's a store here, so we'll go there.
Right.
Unfortunately, no. It's not a reference to Chuckles the Clown. That's a bug. This is a really good upgrade that I'm going to hold on to for a long time. Because right now my cooldown times really matter, but someday when I have enough abilities, I can just spam them all. 50% mana regeneration is huge on a mage. Right now I've only got 4 spells, so I'm not trying to slow down my effectiveness. And I'm just going to keep auto-leveling everybody. That's not me.
You sure?
We all did.
I've news, sir.
I don't have time.
Yes.
That news that she's going to keep telling me about every time I travel to one of my camps is a repeatable quest that exchanges your collected materials for power. And you will very quickly run out of materials if you just do it every time. Do I wish the Honk Legion were represented in Dragon Age? Yes, of course I do. Sadly, this is that tower that I can never figure out how to get to the top of it. Is this the way? Yes. All right, let's go back to Haven and do some upkeep. I do know the way. So sometimes I do that sound effect when I yawn, that and I very recently, as in moments ago, had to teach my girlfriend how to do that because she didn't understand, and that was awkward.
Ah, Miss Yashadar. May I have more?
What did you need?
Well, as you are Talbot, people have asked. You grew up outside the Canary homeland, but there is no easy way to ask your thoughts on the Q.
Have you studied the Qun?
It is a decided education. I know the Qun is a philosophy, a set of laws, a legislative guide, and a social architecture governing the Qunari. Those who appeared at court, however, insisted the Qun is too complex for an outsider.
it's not because you're human. Real Kunari tell me I'll never understand the Kyun.
Yet they take converts. Their criteria is beyond my grasp. Do you believe in any of the Kyun's philosophies?
I've met mages living under the Kyun. Believe it or not, they trust magic even less than the Chantry.
Which indicates you have no reason to join them, and yet... People ask how a Kunari could be Andraste's herald. It worries them if they believe it, and angers them if they do not. Convincing them of your good intentions will be tasking.
You'll think of something, Ambassador.
I hope so. It will be interesting. Strangely, your mercenary work is not so inflammatory. People are fabricating extravagant tales of your heroics.
There wasn't a group around that didn't want my help when a tough assignment came up. If you needed it done, Adar was on the top of the list.
I noticed. Leliana found a letter from the captain of your last company. He had nothing but praise for your skill in battle, but doesn't mention what part you play.
Captain Tully praised me? William Ironass Tully?
That's quite the moniker. But yes, your captain went so far as to say he'd have lost entire battles.
I thought Captain Tully didn't even notice me.
It would be difficult to miss someone of your stature, Herald. Perhaps your captain felt it improper to play favorites. He certainly valued your skills in your last engagement.
I cornered bandits we were chasing and convinced them to give themselves up or be devoured by pet demons. I conjured up a few wisps and they practically threw their weapons away.
If the Chantry had heard and mistook you for a Maleficarum, how daring. I hope life in Haven doesn't bore you compared to such exploits.
Yes, please. I'm going to flirt with you.
Stayed worthwhile.
How wonderful. Oh, you must tell me who they are.
Oh.
Damn. She didn't know. We'll get there. Chili. We're going to be doing a lot of that. Guess you aren't dead because some of our kith came back, escorted by a bunch of guys wearing hairy eyeball armor. Humans are strange. We still haven't been paid, though. P.S. Try not to die. You still owe me a blade. That's our former mercenary band. It's incredible how many passages remained undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to the sacred ashes. The cult didn't build all of this. He was here. Oh, Sammy, don't worry. We're gonna kith. The cult didn't build all of this. It was here long before. And who knows how many years it would take to find it all. Of the new passages uncovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, yielded some artifacts of interest, and one evidently contains strange runes we have yet to translate. If we can find someone capable of doing so, they might prove of use. We have received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tinted his fingers and sneered. Of course. Quite disturbing. We have now the Jar of Bees grenade.
All right.
Colin's going to build those towers. A letter addressed to Vivienne lies opened on the table. A note has been added to the top which reads, Josephine, darling, you should take care of this. V. My dearest Vivienne, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me, as a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying that Divine Justinia is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders. That it was Seeker Pentagast and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. With deepest concern, Vicomtesse Elodie de Moreau. So we can have Liliana go do that. Proving the Divine's death would just be used against us. We need to find the source of this rumor. Or we need the support of the nobles to combat this rumor. I can arrange a few key visits. I think we have Josephine do that.
Let us begin.
This seems like a political thing. Is there someone that needs assassinating? Ruffles. I need a favor. Actually, let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hardin Hightown 3, the repunching, appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Peril Balenforth is a pen name. Could have told them that for free. You got contacts with the Antivan print houses, maybe you could find out more than the guild. I do think we send Liliana on this one.
Let's see what we have.
All right. So that's everybody on missions. What the hell is down here? Oh, these are my prisons. There's nothing in here for now. All this meat. Are you bees? I thought you were pumpkin.
So, this is it,
Oh,
huh?
chaos.
Oh, no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that. Well, I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Right, they should know it's a simple job. End all war, stitch the sky. The easy one first, of course.
You're daft, yeah? Most people get special, they lose their snark. Can't see how stupid it all is. I think I like you, Lady Herald. Maybe you are a little touched, yeah?
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah? Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
Yeah, Sarah's pretty great.
Fix the door just like you asked, Flitter.
Oh, Mika, bless you. Can I get you something for your trouble?
Master Harriet said I should go back right away.
Oh, Mika, you're here. You're the Herald of Andraste. And you were sent to test us, to see whether we would accept a Cunari as Andraste's chosen. I think everyone is worthy of love. The Maker just makes some of us larger and greyer than others. And, I mean, I'm Flitter. Can I get you a drink?
It's all right, Flissa. I won't do anything frightening.
If you wanted to close the breach, I wouldn't mind. As I said, I'm Flitter. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set up a tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
You said Liliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Dumb luck, maybe. I managed an inn back in Denerim. When I heard interesting gossip, I passed word to Liliana. Sometimes it was helpful. She asked if I wanted to own my own tavern, and I said yes. I didn't realize she meant this.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harriet is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segret. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also Minerve. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's talk to this egg.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. Your mark allows you to examine the control of the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them, if not in peace, at least without such active confrontation?
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
I'd like to know more about the veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade. But according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality. Where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful. And the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
So Solus likes people that are curious, and so anytime you have an option to ask a question rather than provide an answer, he's gonna like you more. Literally every time.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. Last time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big old idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templars doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's gonna be time to make decisions. Someone's gonna have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you seal the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Good day to you.
Smithing is hot work. Here, have something to drink.
Where's the good armor? Okay, well, I'll just make another one of these, I guess. Not right now. All right, Sammy. Have a good night.
Another time, then. Looks fine.
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
Being up front is better than Oxman.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Worried?
Is it that obvious?
I'm afraid so.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
What's going to happen now?
Now we find allies to help us close the breach, if that is even possible. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
If wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I can't really say.
I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Log with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost, and action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
When there was no earth, you were the earth.
Please send Visser our thanks for the refreshments. Another time, then.
A scout in the hinterland saw the herald on Thursday. Then she seized the writ and
You need anything here? Are things safe at Haven?
I heard the Templars have withdrawn.
When there was no time.
Linked to the brink of the Inquisition.
Let me know if you need anything. You're back. And in one piece.
You said you thought Master Tajin was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here. He couldn't see it. You just give the word.
Farewell.
Let me know if you need anything.
Make her hear my cry. Seat me by your side in death. Make me one with you.
Researcher Minave has notes on alloys that may prove more effective against demons.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero. It must be easier because you're not human.
They already see you as different from those of us who lived in circles. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker, Pentagast, and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it. If you find anything, please bring it in. Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Sir Griffith of Denerim, a most distinguished knight of the realm. He's defeated darkspawn, slain demons, chased down abominations. Just don't ask him about it over dinner. He spares no detail. Good day to you.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
And here I am. Ambassador, I very much enjoyed your soiree. I hope to see you at the summer cottage for our picnic luncheon next month. Do not fret about the ghastly things said about your associates. More reasoned heads will prevail, and this foolish gossip will come to nothing. Yours, Duke Cyril. We got 30 influence, which is good. Dear Liliana, your author friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antiva to Tevinter to the Free Marches and Orlais. Someone hid their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writer is in Kirkwall. Remember, you owe me a favor. Oh, can we waste 3 minutes here? I'll wait for those watchtowers to be done. What else can we do? I'm gonna go talk to my wife. That's not the right way.
Greetings.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for...
Any thought?
Who did you mean?
What's your impression of Solus?
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
What do you think of Vivienne?
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly accomplished player of the game. So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally.
The Iron Bull has had to have made an impression.
He is a loud, unapologetic accident merely waiting to happen. I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
What do you think of Sir Blackwall?
Sir Blackwall seems as loyal to the purpose of the Inquisition as he is to the Wardens. His travels must have taken him strange places. I wish he'd speak more about them.
I was thinking of Cassandra.
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of the Kingdom of Nevarra, although that barely seems important to her. She was not interested when I asked if we might make use of her royal relations. Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
Commander Cullen came to mind.
The commander is an intelligent, cautious man. I'm grateful he's in charge of our standing army. Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
I was thinking of Varric.
Oh, I could listen to his tales for hours. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. My friends would be sick with envy if they knew. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however, I'm sure.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness.
Oh, there we go. Now we can move on. All right.
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Liliana, heard your little birdies have had recent success picking up shiny things for the Inquisition. Maybe you can help me out. One of the apprentice smiths saw me walking by with my Bianca. We struck up a conversation. The apprentice said, once he met a Formari mage named Provident, who had ideas for improving the precision of siege engines, and wondered if they could be adapted for Bianca. Then he got into phrases like recoil dampening and rectilinear motion, and I politely excused myself. Would you tell your magpies to keep an eye out for Provident or his designs? Obviously, I don't have trouble with Bianca's accuracy, but she does like it when Daddy gets her new fittings.
Let's see what we have.
Part of a Ben Hassworth report noting the current fight for succession in Leeds, which has been without a direct ruler since Duke Rimash died early in the Orlesian Civil War. Duchy will go to one of 3 members of the dead Duke's family, all of whom have possible claims to the position due to the complex nature of Orlesian politics. His cousin Carolina, already a duchess by marriage, his daughter Monette, whose claim is muddied by her youthful naivete, and the fact that her father pushed her into a life of service to the Chantry after his wife's death, likely to protect her from the dangers of the game, and his brother, Jean Gaspard, an ambitious and cunning man who has been searching for power. Carolina is capable and not overly interested in overseeing Leeds personally. Monette would be the most easily manipulated, but less likely to be useful. Jean Gaspard would be difficult to manipulate and could present a threat if he succeeds his brother. Monette would do better in the Chantry than in the game. I can see that she is encouraged to take vows. Destroy Caroline's message with 4 words and the proper glove left on the proper table. Jean Gaspard is a chevalier and a capable military leader. If we want him removed, I dare say we might recruit him for ourselves. I don't want to do that one yet. Realize the Great Wooden Treaties. Which is in its infancy. Building an organization such as this is like building an army. You need soldiers, weapons to arm them, food to feed them, and that's just the beginning. I joined knowing I can make a difference. I have Grey Warden treaties, and these allow us to take what's needed, when needed. We do not face a blight, but surely a torn sky warrants as much concern. Consider it. Yeah. We'll set Josephine on that. Lord, whoever says you're rubbish, his servants don't care, but could. Drop a few things for them, they'll give Josephine a surprise. I think scrolls or something. Yup, we're gonna send Josephine on that, but not yet.
There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky.
Alright, let's go back to the hinterlands. We're going to bring Solus with us to deal with wolves. Spoilers, I guess.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few.
I've built watch.
Nicely done. That'll give both your refugees and our farmers some warning next time. I'll speak to the master and...
Sad question.
That cave could be the lair of our strange wolves.
It's a demon.
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Man, I've not seen anything. It's gotta be not here. Come at it from another direction.
Word for you.
I don't have time.
Yes, sir.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. Further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
Yelena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now. You've held up your end of our bargain, Inquisition. You'll have my whole stable and good hands to go with it.
You sent your stable hands and your horses to the Inquisition. What about you?
Well, you cleaned up the area, and I can't say I'm not tempted. Still, it feels wrong to abandon my land to go play horsemaster again.
Are you Andrastian? This is a matter of faith. The Maker would want the best to join us.
I've heard some things about you lot. Can't say I'm not interested in what it all means. All right, Inquisition. I'll look to your horses myself. Never let it be said that Redcliffe gave less than the best. Just let me settle matters here and say goodbye to my wife. I'll meet you at Haven.
Defenses up ahead. Somebody's ready for a fight.
I doubt that was the last of them.
Well, I did not mean to fight two bears. Just saying. But we're living in the world that we're in, not the one we wish we were in.
Word for you. I've news, sir.
It's good to have common.
Watch yourself. Bandits up ahead. Something anyway. They're blocking the road.
You don't think they're bandits?
Bandits wait until people are vulnerable, then hit them fast so nobody escapes. These bastards show themselves too early. They care more about driving people away than taking loot. They're either stupid, or they're more than just bandits. And they're too well armed for stupid.
What can you tell me about the attackers on the road?
Several groups, some of them with bows. They've got better armor than most around here. It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
Thanks for the warning.
Look at that. Watchtowers set up to warn us. Bandits or apostates attack. They're protecting everyone.
Trouble up front!
According to my research, the ancient elves may have set up wards near here. If we can find the artifacts they used, it may help strengthen this area against tears.
Peace. I am no danger to you. My name is Miris. By your weapons, I see you come ready for battle. Perhaps we face a common enemy in these demons.
Are you fighting the demons on your own?
Fighting the demons is pointless. There will always be more, and I have no means of closing the rifts. But I have heard of elven artifacts that measure the veil. They may tell us where new rifts will appear. I was not expecting so many demons, however. I believe one of the artifacts is nearby. Can you help me reach it?
It sounds worth investigating.
Thank you. It shouldn't be too much farther ahead. Thank you for joining me. I do not think I could have done this alone.
How did you come to be here?
I was, first of Clan Venen. I left in service of my clan and saw that great tear in the veil on my journey.
That's not normal fire.
I have heard of this, but never seen it before. It is called Veil Fire. It is a form of sympathetic magic. A memory of flame that burns in this world where the veil is thin. I believe I sense one of the odd.
There. If we activate that crystal, it should react to the strength of the veil.
wards are helping to strengthen the Veil. This area should be safer for travelers now.
Magic torch, magic runes.
A weapon enchantment. This could be quite useful.
Well, that should prove useful. And it seems the ancestors left something for me as well. Interesting. I believe our alliance is concluded. Go in peace, stranger.
Mahalani, Maglandeva, Vi Enasali.
Aye. Perhaps you're right. Here, take it. Go with Mithal's blessing.
I wonder what Solus said. It was pretty weird, right? Yeah, so these guys are bad news.
We could make camp here?
Preliminary digs have been more than successful. It's extremely surprising to find such a high quantity of the product this close to the surface. If I didn't know better, I think it was growing. On one hand, this gives us an advantage without having to work with the old families back in Orzammar, or even take this through official guild channels. Our families stand to make a killing. On the other hand, the proximity to the surface and the populated areas of Red Cliff raise an interesting challenge. The war between the mages and Templars should keep people out of the area for now, but as soon as the humans are done trying to kill each other, any operation we start will be uncovered. If we're going to start taking advantage of this opportunity, we need to keep people out of the area. Recommend manufacturing some bandits. This part of Ferelden is lousy with them, so they shouldn't attract much attention, and nobody will have trouble believing that bandits would stake out some territory. By the time anyone uncovers the operation, it'll either be tapped out, in which case we'll be gone, or we'll have the operation running smoothly, in which case we'll be wealthy enough to deny everything and throw some money at the throne by way of apology. Talk to the families and make it happen. This is too good to pass up. Looks like some dwarves getting into some mining here. What are they digging up? Surely they're not here for iron. Well.
He's taking off!
There's Durgan. Yeah, I want no part of that.
This might interest you, sir.
Trouble up front!
Why did Bull hit that fox? He's like, absolutely not.
Nice work taking care of the bandits. Corporate Vale will want to hear the good news.
Templar Corin. In light of the recent current hostilities, I believe our arrangement is no longer satisfactory. You are unable to reach me with payment, and I have no means of delivering the merchandise to you. I hope that when this unfortunate situation is resolved, we may once again do business. Tanner. Okay. I believe I need to come back with the keys perk. To be able to get in there.
wondered, how did you know to approach us, Solas? The breach opened. We were scrambling and barely had time to think. And there you were.
I went to see the breach for myself. I did not know you would be there.
You must not have been far away.
I was not. I'd come to hear of the conclave, but did not want to get close.
Lucky for us, then.
Oh. My pals need leveling up. I'm getting some good materials now. Which I think makes sense. I think it scales a little bit. like Silk is starting to be end of early game. I'm gonna grab Varric and Cassandra and Solus. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good group. It's the main group, you could say. Oh, Varric needs to be leveled up a bunch. And I want to swap out his armor. That looks pretty good. I want to look at his accessories. There we go. And we're gonna run back to that cave. I wanted Varric in the party for this next part. I forgot it was here. This is where we're going. I'm gonna go quick.
Whoever this dwarf was, he was in over his head.
That crossbow is remarkable, Varric. I am surprised the dwarves have not made more of them.
The woman who made Bianca would rather that not happen. Wars are bloody enough as it is. A crossbow that fires this far and this quickly, with so little training, every battle would be a massacre.
Indeed. I am surprised, not disappointed.
you know what? I do want to do this, but I want to run back to Haven real quick and sell all my stuff. So I've got too many stuff.
Blissa wants to know if you...
If I had something with that kind of power, I'd be retired of living like Empress Celine.
Let's go back and see what we've got looking at armor-wise.
Have you seen the...
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. And lucky you have me. In lesser hands, you'd be in trouble. Haven can't support the mounts you need, but I can.
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Haven is groaning under the weight. It wasn't built for this, but we'll make it serve.
Farewell.
Make her be with you. That'll do fine. That'll do fine. Inquisition?
Please send Visser our thanks for the refreshments.
Where is the urchin? I require the services of the urchin! Handle the mirror with care. It has been known to bite.
I have found the mercenary fortress.
Up ahead. That's the camp of our mysterious friends, unless I'm mistaken.
He got bodied. What happened there? I just love that they're giving us so much proof that these guys suck. Oh, no wonder that guy was so chunky. Big armor and enhanced health. It's them telling his people not to tolerate us. We're getting close to the end of stream here. I think we'll take care of Valimar next time. She's not big enough. I'm going to do this while we're here. And I think we're going to be done with stream for the night. He doesn't need to die. Return the stolen treasure. Yeah, so we found this by the river, and the guy had a note on him, so I could take it back.
It is a comfort to have you present on our journeys, Seeker.
You so rarely call me by my name, Solas. Why is that?
Manners, perhaps.
Manners have not held you back on other occasions.
I say what I believe to be true, even if it gives offense to those who prefer the lie. But there is no lie in what you are. Your position is an honorable one, and well earned.
Okay. Like I said, I think we're going to go to Valimar next time. And if the boys are here, we'll continue on with some story stuff. Go ahead and save the game here. Bye!